What's going on? It's Big A the Mike Geek coming at you with another edition of my pull list. As always, I'm going to show you as to what comics I got this week. And you know what? It was a half decent week. I thought it was all right. We got the news obviously about Marvel Fresh Start as well. So I'm hopeful, even though Legacy was just a prank bro, you know, I'm hopeful that it'll be pretty good. But anyway, let's get right on into what I got this week. And first up, we got Hit Girl. Man, this comic right here succeeds where Kick-Ass failed. Like literally, it is hands down 10 times better from that issue of Kick-Ass. It just lays out what it's meant to be so well in like one issue that I'm just like, oh, it's like having a good meal at a restaurant. Like literally, it just starts off with a scenario, a really interesting scenario. In fact, he does the same thing that he does, Mark Millar does the same thing in this that he did in the first issue of the new Kick-Ass, which is he starts off towards the end of the story or later half of the story. And then he tells us to how we got up to that point, which is, it's always a good kind of like narrative trope to use because it just makes you go, oh, well, how did it get to this point? And it's pretty good. It's pretty funny in places as well. Hello. Yeah, I'm recording, innit? Give me 20 minutes. All right, cool. Peace. The art is by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. And yeah, his stuff is wicked. It's like, it's got so much energy. It just like comes out of the page right at you. And with the writing as well, and it's funny in places, it's just kind of a perfect kind of match between the two. It wasn't peculiar seeing art that wasn't done by John Romita Jr. In a Kick-Ass related story, in a HitGirl story. And yeah, I highly recommend everyone goes out and buys HitGirl 1 because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely worth the read. It was totally worth the money. I'm on board with this mini-series. I, I hope it gets crazy because what Mark Millar is really good at is like, he shows you, he kind of sets things up and you kind of like don't realize how crazy things are going to get, and then something real crazy will happen. You just be like, holy crap, I forget this is like a comic for like adults and that something really adult will happen. But yeah, definitely pick up Hit Girl because it's so much fun. Standard Nightwing. We always got Nightwing here on my channel. Yeah, it's been a good story with the Judge. Been really interested. I've been really digging Nightwing. Unfortunately, Bernard Chang, I think the artist was. He's not on this issue, which is quite disappointing, but I'm totally digging it. And I like that he's now the untouchable Nightwing. I just love that. I just think it's great. And I'm really on board with what Sam Humphries is doing. And yeah, I just hope it goes from strength to strength because it's really good. Yeah, I like Nightwing now these days. I'm not complaining about it anymore. It's it's a good book. Like, totally go out and actually, yeah, I'd say if you're gonna check out Nightwing, try and track down issue 36 onwards, I believe it is. So the first time we see the Judge onwards, yeah, issue 36. So if you want to check it out, go from there because otherwise you won't quite get the story. But it's been a pretty good story. So yeah, find the earlier issues if you can. The Incredible Hulk, nah, Damage, who's just like the Incredible Hulk. And someone said in my comments that I think, or was it on Twitter, that it's like the Incredible Hulk and the Abomination kind of in one. I was like, oh yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to having given this a read after the last one was so kind of like, you know, freaking testosterone to the max, like it was crazy. So yeah, I'm really so far I'm quite liking the New Age of Heroes. Like Damage and Sideways has been cool as well. And I didn't check out Silencer, but I am willing to kind of give some of the other stuff a go as well in the New Age of Heroes. But yeah, hopefully this is a good issue, and hopefully it will give me a reason to keep on buying Damage. Daredevil. The Mayor Fisk storyline has been pretty cool so far. I wasn't super into Muse when like he first appeared. I thought the idea was quite good, you know, of an Inhuman who's a serial killer who uses people's entrails and blood to kind of do his art. That's quite gruesome. But as to how much of a threat he would be to someone like Matt Murdock, It was kind of a bit like, I don't know, but I like that he's got kind of like a different motive in this arc, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes and how kind of weird things get. But no, it's pretty good. It's like Nightwing. I almost called him Nightwing. It's because of the acrobatics. But Daredevil has been like, when they was it Marvel now that they did a second time? Is that when they changed the suit and all that? But from that moment, it's been solid. It's been a solid book. It's not really let me down once. I mean, there's been one or two times. There were a few issues where the art was a bit, but those were issues whereby Matt Murdock wasn't doing any acrobatics or anything like that, and there wasn't any fighting. It was just purely him, like in court. So it didn't really matter. But it's been solid. It's a solid run. Like, I can't knock it. I mean, it is a bit middle of the road, but I do like it, and it does give me what I expect. So props to, I almost always call him Nightwing, Daredevil, Punisher, the Platoon. You know this by now. It's a Nam story, innit? It's all war. It's Frank Castle and his platoon, and yeah, it's cool, man. I don't know how many issues there are left though, but yeah, I like this book. Like I always say this all the time. It's like a good kind of just like, it's not superheroes, so it's kind of refreshing. And it's not because you're bored of superheroes. You're just like, oh, this is something different. This isn't the Frank Castle I know, and it's kind of like a prequel, but not prequel, because superheroes are always in the present, and essentially what they've done in the past happened like what within the last 5 to 10 years. But whereas this is squarely going, nah, he was in Nam for definite. So yeah, no, it's good. I like it. It's cool. If you can track down the other issues, and you're not wanting to read something that's superhero, then Punisher the Platoon is actually a pretty good read. So check that out if you want. Super Sons, man. And this morning I woke up to some sad news on Twitter. Super Sons is being cancelled. Last issue is coming out this May, and I am so gutted about that. Like, literally, I saw it and I thought, is this a flipping joke? It better be a joke. But yeah, it's no joke. Super Sons is pretty much done. May, it's over, but hopefully something else comes out of this. You know what I mean? Because it was such a good team up. It deserved way more. It deserved so much more. Like, come on, man. It was such a fun book. I mean, was it low sales? I mean, I hope something else comes out of it, like I said, but I'm just kind of gutted right now. So this week we've had Hit Girl, Damage. No, Damage, Nightwing, Daredevil, Punisher, the Platoon, and Super Sons. Let me know if you got any of these books and what you thought of them. If you do buy anything that I've recommended, hashtag move the needle, which is what everyone's doing these days. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. I have added a link in the description to a tip jar. If you want to make a donation, cool. If you don't, that's also cool. I'll always be making content. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.